A virtual visit is more, it's a video visit. It's a video visit rather than a live, I'm in your office visit. You and I are on a video conversation right now. If you were on video as well and I was a doctor, I could talk to you about your situation. If you had something that you wanted to show me, a spot on your back, a rash, you would take a picture of it, upload it, and I'd be looking at the picture right now. You could put your arm real close to it and show me the scar. And, you know, if you got a rash, you could lean forward and say, look, I got something on here on my face. The doctor can look at it the same way they can, guess what, if you're live in their office. Now, they can't do everything. Obviously, they can't take your blood pressure, and they can't look in your ears and, you know, listen to your breathing. But it's amazing what they say that about 80% of the things that you come to see them for live, you can do virtually. They say that. I don't say that. They say that. And that's why many of them, there's over 15,000 doctors who have gotten involved, 15 years experience. So this is a real virtual doctor network. They're all board certified with 15 years experience, board certified MDs. It's the largest network in the world. Teladoc is who we use. And they provide the service. Now, you can get Teladoc individually. In fact, Blue Cross Blue Shield uses Teladoc for their virtual visits, but they charge the same cost to you as if you went to the office. Isn't that funny? I have Blue Cross Blue Shield from my employer, and they give us Teladoc for free. But if I go use it, I have to pay the $30 copay, and I have to pay the doctor visit charge, just like if I went to the office. So of course I don't use that. I've got Teladoc for $20 a month for my whole family with no per visit charge and no doctor charge and no cost if I go to that office. I can see him 4 times this week. I don't have to pay 4 separate copays. Does that make sense? My daughter could say, yeah, I got a little earache. Instead of going, well, we don't know if we want to spend the copay, take the time off work, blah, blah. Just get on Teladoc and ring it up through your app, have a video, let them talk to them about your earache, and let them discern. They may say, yeah, we're going to call in a prescription for something for the earache. You think you got a urinary tract infection? You want to wait 3 more days to make sure before you go see the doc? You've had it before, you kind of know what it is, but you don't want to go in yet. You got to get an antibiotic, etc. How about just calling Teladoc and saying, these are my symptoms, I've had it before, I got a feeling it's this, can you call in a prescription before it gets too far? And if the doctor thinks it's medically necessary, they'll call in the prescription. If they don't, they won't. Now, they will not call in any opioids or pain medication, they don't do that. But blood pressure medication, cholesterol, all things, you know, antibiotics, stuff like that. They'll call it in, $20 a month. Now think about that, for your whole family. Now you go, well, Dave, that's $240 a year. That's one doctor's appointment. Go in there because you have a spot on your back and watch what it costs you. $30 copay or $50 copay, depending upon your business. It's not your physical. So now you're either waiting until your physical to get it looked at, or you're going in and you're paying a copay, and then you're going to get charges for the looking at it and the distinguishing what it is. And there's going to be another $100, $150, something like that. You know what I mean. You get the bill later. You always get a bill 6 weeks later on what the insurance didn't cover. Or you haven't met your copay, your deductible yet. I mean, there's so many rules now, it's just confusing. I still don't understand it, so I'm glad that I just go use Teladoc when I need to see a doctor. Obviously, I'll go to my primary care physician for physicals each year, and if I have something that I can't do through Teladoc, I'll do through him. But these are actual doctor visits. Now, one thing to know, it's not immediate. When you sign up today, you can't go see a doctor today. It takes a day, a business day, to get landed and locked into the Teladoc system, and then you have to do a health profile just like you would if you went to a new doctor. You got to fill out a questionnaire, right, about have you had surgery, are you taking medications, who's your primary care physician if you have one, do you have a pharmacist, where is it, what's their address, all those things that you would fill out except the insurance information. All those things you'd fill out at a new doctor's office, you have to fill out here too before you can have an appointment. This is an actual doctor's appointment. So they want to see all this before they talk to you. So it needs to be in the system. So you have to sign up and then click, oh, you can read more, click order now and fill it out. You'll see it's $20 a month. And at the end, after you fill it all out and then activate, now what's going to happen is tomorrow you'll be live at Teladoc. The next business day, actually. Monday, you'll be live. Sometimes it does happen over the weekend, but we don't promise it. So let's just say the next business day, it's live. But you still have to answer once it's live, you then have to do your health question. And if you have a family, you add all your family members in, and then health questions on them. If I take my daughter to the doctor who's 11, I've got to do a health questionnaire on her before she can see the doctor, right? So you have to do the same thing here. So for each child, you have to set up. That takes some time. Why do I say this? It's not a hassle. It takes 5 or 6 minutes a child and for yourself. But it's a hassle when your child's got a horrible sore throat. You haven't set up your health questionnaire yet. She hasn't set up hers. And you have an appointment right now because you got to leave in 20 minutes. What do you mean I got to set up a health questionnaire? What do you mean I thought it was just a virtual visit? But it's a real doctor visit. You're not just calling a helpline and getting generic advice. You're getting medical attention from a medical doctor to you, specific to you. So you have to fill that health questionnaire. They want to see that, just like any medical doctor does. All right? So don't just sign up when you need it. Sign up now. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not be ready to have it. All right, I get a lot of people on a Saturday, I've been sick for a day and I signed up for it. Why can't I have an appointment? We said it's one business day before it's active. There's some time that it takes for Teledoc, for the systems to talk, Youngevity, Telecare, and Teledoc to talk and get you live. All right, so it takes some time. It takes a business day. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. It's not a, we're not buying cable TV here. Even that takes a week to get installed, right? So sign up for it right away. Couple things to know, of course. Emergencies, call 911, right? This isn't emergency service. If you got a cut and you need stitches, that's what doctors are for. Get into the urgent care and get stitches, or go to the emergency, or do what you would do. But for non-emergency issues, Teledoc is a great situation. I have a neighbor who's a orthopedic. Well, he's a family doctor, but sports medicine is his expertise. He said it's interesting, David. People don't believe it, but I can diagnose a broken ankle over the telephone. I don't even have to see it. Just by asking them questions, telling them where to touch their ankle, asking them what it feels like when they stand on it. Actually, I can tell the difference between a sprain and a break. Now, of course, you can be wrong sometimes, but the point is, if I were to call him, he's my neighbor and he's a buddy of mine, if I were to call him and say, hey, I just twisted my ankle, I don't know if I broke it or sprained it, he'd ask me questions, he'd tell me to squeeze it in certain places. He'd go, you know what, Dave, sounds like a break to me. You better go in and get an x-ray, you may need to get a cast. Or he'd go, you know what, Dave, sounds like a sprain to me. Wrap it up, stay off it, ice it, lift it up, you're not gonna need a cast. If it hasn't changed tomorrow, maybe you should get an x-ray. That's what a doctor does. If they can do that over the phone, what do you think they can do virtually? So anyone who doesn't believe in it is just caught in yesteryear. There's 20 million subscribers using Teledoc today, 20 million. Most corporate employers are offering it now on a per use. Again, you pay the same doctor's appointment, they're just offering it as a convenience. We're offering it as a convenience and savings. You cannot get Teledoc except through us, unlimited usage for $20 a month. It doesn't exist. You gotta pay. If you go to Teledoc alone, you're gonna pay $45 per use. You're going to pay per use. So we say set it up, set it and forget it. And that's per person. Set it and forget it.